the song with your heart. Play the song with your heart.
I gotta say this about the offensive coordinator for the Cardinals. First of all, you fire Cliff Kingsbury, you scapegoat him, saying, "Hey, the offense is not gelling right. You're making Kyler Murray look bad." Okay, you bring in an offensive coordinator. You bring in a new offensive coordinator for Kyler Murray. You bring in a new head coach, and what happens? The passing concepts look very predictable. Marvin Harrison Jr., he's not getting the ball a whole lot. I'm confused. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of the Cowboys with CeeDee Lamb last year, the first part of the season, when for whatever reason the Cowboys weren't giving the ball to CeeDee Lamb. I'm like, yo, give the ball to your best player. And Marvin Harrison Jr., for whatever reason, they're just like, hey, we're going to put you on the left side of the field and just go to work. Like, no, sometimes talent can't always be successful. Sometimes you got to help a brother out. Sometimes you got to put the brother in position to succeed. Put him in motion. Put him in the slot. Call some jet sweeps. Wide receiver screens. Do something. Like, don't just be like, hey, just run a slant, run a go, run a comeback. Like, damn, can we mix it up a little bit? Can we do something? Because right now it's not working. Like, how does Marvin Harrison Jr. he'll have a great drive and then disappear for the rest of the game? How is that possible? That is just the OC not
especially
doing
against them
their job.
corners.
Come
Yeah,
on, against the Commanders.
It's just unfortunate. Like a lot of you look around the league, it's a lot of offensive play calls that just don't understand the concept of scheming guys open. Like that's a real thing. We see all these other teams do it. Like if the Vikings offense can function at this high of a efficiency with someone who people deemed as a draft bust, what's everybody else excuses? I mean, seriously, the Vikings don't got the greatest personnel in the world. Outside of Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison was hurt the first 3 weeks. Most people can't even name who they had as the number 2 receiver out there. But guess what? They was able to score. They was able to run the ball. They was able to do creative concepts in the pass game. These other quarters, they just haven't caught on yet, and it's really blowing my mind. That's what kills me with Mike McCarthy because I feel like he knows, he just refuses to do it, and it just blows my mind. Like the formula is out there. This is supposed to be a copycat league, yet there's so many offensive coordinators doing the same old crap that just doesn't work. And it's just mind-boggling to me.
Nathaniel Hackett, Shane Waldron, Press Taylor, the offensive coordinator for the Cardinals, they're just brain dead. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but if you have a talented receiver, why the hell wouldn't you try to do everything you can to give them the ball? If you have a talented running back, why wouldn't you try to do everything you can to give them the ball? That's how you're going to win games. They're on the field for a reason because they're talented and their talent can help you win games. For you to not do the most to try to get them involved, scheme something up to help them, it's just downright malpractice. Like it frustrates me. It gets my blood boiling seeing that stuff because I know how good the players are. I know how good a DJ Moore is. I know how good a Marvin Harrison Jr. is. I know how good a Breece Hall is. I know how good a Garrett Wilson is. And yet, these offensive coordinators keep locking these dudes. They keep handicapping them because for whatever reason, oh, this is my scheme. This is my system. We're going to do it this way. And I don't care if he's the number 1 receiver. I don't care if he's the number 1 running back. This is the scheme. We're going to run it. And that's that. Like, no, you got to get your players involved. That's how you win. Get your best players involved. And if you don't do that, then guess what? You're going to lose to the Broncos. You're going to lose to the Commanders. That's just the way it is. Like, you have to get your best players involved. If not, then you might as well be coaching high school. Why are you coaching the NFL? That's just me, man. That's just me. It's just frustrating. Like I see Matt LaFleur. he dialing up plays, getting my boy Jaden Reed the ball. You know what I'm like? It's just like, come on, man. It shouldn't be this hard. It's not rocket science.
It feels like these coordinators try to manufacture equal opportunities when equal opportunities will come with just better play calling. Like eventually, if this dude is going off, okay, defense start focus on this dude. Then offense opens up for everybody. I just don't. I don't know. I'm not a football coach or nothing, but I mean, the proof is in the pudding. It's teams doing good on offense, and it's teams that's not doing good on offense. You tell me.
It's and it's weird because I can't think of like just how many times I've seen just offensive coordinators not do their job of scheming the best players open. Like this was not. I don't remember this ever being a case. I remember 10 years ago, you have a Larry Fitzgerald, you have an Andre Johnson, you have a Calvin Johnson, you have a DeAndre Hopkins, you have an Antonio Brown. Like you have all these receivers, Julio, like you have all these great receivers. What they give them the ball. They make sure that they eat, that they feed them. Nowadays, it's like, nah, this is my system. We're just gonna run this system, and that's that. And whoever is open is whoever is open. Like, bro, you gotta, bro. They get paid a lot of money for a reason. They get double teamed a lot for a reason. It's because they're a threat on the football field. But some of these coordinators, they just don't see it that way. They just don't. They just egos gets to their head.
Just let me be me.